Hey, my friends. Hey there, and welcome to Crochet Therapy. I'm Barbara, your host for this episode of Morning Coffee and Crochet, and this is our Friday fun day. And let me bring this down here. First of all, let me explain what's behind me because you're probably looking at that going, what the heck is that? So, right here, everything's backwards, right? Right here is the sofa where I usually sit, and I have that crochet blanket as the background. And then up above here, right here, this is actually a window into our kitchen. And in front of that window, we have shelving, and there are canning jars, full of dried vegetables and dried this and that and all that. And so anyway, that is what you're seeing. And then this right here is, it's from the early 90s when sponge painting was all the rage. And this is our Florida room. And so Mom and I got fancy with the sponges and the paints and everything. And we just never, painted over it. It's pretty wild looking. So anyway, yeah, we're stuck in the 90s. What can I say? So I am so glad to be here with you. Oh my gosh. Yeah, a long time trying to get my computer up and going. Hey, I'm in the market for a new computer, so I am going to start looking for that. Mom said that's my birthday present. And so thank you, Mom. Thank you, Dad. So hopefully we can eliminate this type of delay in the future. I am about to, hey, Brenda. So I'm going to go say, I made it, Alice. I finally made it. Oh my goodness. I'm going to go up and see who all is here. Awanda. Oh, Awanda is still recovering from heart surgery, and you're doing well. Wanda, that takes time, so just give yourself a lot of grace. And just give yourself time. And we are so glad that you're here today. Robin says, I feel so much better with everything in place. It's such a peaceful feeling for me. My problem now is I don't want to leave my room to take care of anything else that needs my attention. Listen, girl, do a meal prep. Do like a really heavy duty meal prep where you just have all these freezer meals that you can stick in the crock pot. Stick something in the crock pot in the morning. Make yourself a peanut butter and jelly sandwich for lunch, and a little afternoon snack or some fruit cup or something like that. Take it in your room and just stay there all day until Donald comes home from work. And then you go in there and you throw some flour on you, put some frozen biscuits in the oven to go with whatever's in the crock pot, and you go, oh, I just had such a day. Can you do the dishes for me tonight, Donald? You could try it, right? I don't know if it'll work. He's a smart guy. He probably won't work. Hey, Wendy P. from Down Under. It is good to see you. Welcome. Naomi, good morning to you. Good morning. I don't know if I actually said good morning to Robin or not, but good morning, Robin. And good morning to Alice and Naomi and Nikki and Brenda Young and Catherine. Good morning. Good morning. And so it's good to see everyone. So good to see everyone. And we are going to play a trivia game today. But first, I want to know what's in your cup. Look at this. Can you see? There's some coffee in there, but it's way down there. I have drank my coffee, just staring at the screen, trying to get this silly computer to work. Yeah, I have not been a happy girl this morning. I'm not angry. I'm not happy. I'm just unhappy with this situation because I wanted to go live with you right away, and you sit there and then it has to update and then it reboots and then it's still not right. And so then you have to reboot it manually, and then you go on, and because you've gone over your time, then StreamYard told me, oh, your live has ended. Share with everybody. And I'm like, no, I haven't even done it yet. So then I had to go back out. You don't want to know my drama this morning, do you? We want to talk crochet. So what's in your cup this morning? And I have my coffee, but it's almost gone. Look at that. Your cup is almost empty too, oh, Naomi. Oh my goodness. I'm going to blame it on this silly computer. Silly computer. So can you see all those jars and things? A lot of them are empty, but some of them aren't. We store a lot of our empty jars up there so that we can refresh. But most of what's up there is rice and dried potatoes. Oh my gosh, that girl. Could you hear the barking out there? I don't know if you can or not, but I bet you can. It's the neighbor dog. You had coconut coffee? What? Tell me what that is. Is that just coffee with coconut milk in it? Or, oh, Alice's cup is empty too. Darn. Darn. Oh my goodness gracious. So, those silly dogs, those are the ones that next door that I've trained to love seeing me, because every time I would go out to my car, I had dog treats in my car. So when I would go out to my car to go somewhere, they would come to their gate. They're just next door. And they would be like, oh, she's here, she's here. So then I would have this little dog cookie and I'd break it into 4 pieces. So they just got a little tiny, because there's 5 dogs over there, but one of them has decided he doesn't like my cookies. So I only feed them to the 4. And so anyway, I got some best friends over there. So, oh, you had your coffee and now you're drinking water. And Alice is sitting in the parking lot. Oh, good morning, Elaine. It's good to see you. Good morning. Alice, maybe when your sissy gets out, you can go through a drive-through. Maybe does Tim Hortons have a drive-through? Good morning, Tina Halverson. It is good to see you. I'm so glad you're here. The more people, the merrier, because I haven't started the trivia yet. And I programmed this on StreamYard because I can show you the actual trivia questions. So remember how back in the day, before I knew, there's a cafe close, but it's freezing, so you're staying warm. Yes, I understand. I do. Oh my goodness. So do you remember maybe a year or 2 years ago when we did the trivia and I just read the questions and then you guys like posted your answers and whatnot. And then I told you what the answer was. Well, this time you actually get to see the question with me. And I'm going to, take your answers and I want you to tell me your answers and whatnot, but we're going to play the game together, play the trivia game together. Okay? Doesn't that sound fun? So, second question is, what is the temp where you're at right now? What is your temperature? So we know what's in your cup. What is the temp where you're at? And so I can tell you, because I'm on my silly computer, I can tell you what the temp is here. It says it is 75 degrees Fahrenheit, and it feels like 75 degrees Fahrenheit. It says it's partly cloudy. Ooh, and we're going to get some wind this afternoon between 2 and 4. Let's see what that says. Oh, they're expecting us to have 21 mile per hour winds this afternoon. Goodness. No snow. No precipitation. And it's going to stay about in the 70s. It says it's not going to get higher than 70. Oh, yes, it is. Oh my. The highest is going to be 83 today. 83 degrees Fahrenheit. Well, so darn. Let's see. Oh my, Naomi says 35 degrees Fahrenheit this morning in Kansas. Tina says 25 degrees Fahrenheit and cloudy. Brenda, 38 degrees here in New Hampshire. Oh my goodness. Oh, you found that coffee in Marshall's. Okay, so it's coconut coffee. Okay, that is awesome. Let's see. Oh no, Alice says not sure what the temp is there, but she's freezing her buns off. Turn the car on, Alice. Turn the heat on for just a little bit, like 5 minutes. Turn the heat on full blast. And then, are you sitting in the car with no heat? Oh my goodness, girl. Nikki says we had a storm last night and now it's 49 degrees Fahrenheit in Texas. Okay. Ooh. So, and you had a storm. Wow. My goodness. Well, you know, what was it? Oh yeah. Okay, so the next question and the last question is what is on your hook? And on my hook is still my mom's sweater. And my mom told me to tell you, Alice, that once I get that sweater done, she's going to wear the sweater. She's even, remember that headband that I made her to keep her hair from like flying in her face? She's going to put that on so she can show you guys that one too. And she said she's going to put makeup on. So she's giving you the full, the full package. Isn't that nice? She's like, I'm even going to put makeup on. So that's nice. Because we've been very cash around here, right? Today's the first day I've put makeup on in a very long time. A very, very long time. Yeah. So let's see. So I'm going to see something really quick. Here we go. Let's do that. Let's see. Yeah, you know what? That looks better. I'm going to try that. Hold on just a minute. Hold on just a minute. Here we go. I shouldn't be doing this with you right here, but I am. There we go. That's better. That is much better. What do you think? I think that's better. All right. Let's see what you said about what's on your hook. Brenda is designing a summer cardigan. Woo! Good for you. Oh, Catherine Lyons says it's -6 Celsius. Cold. Below freezing. Wow. Yeah. Catherine says she has a lot on her hook. Okay. Oh no. Alice says she's got to go. The old girl is here and she's heading home. Okay. Be safe, Alice. Be safe. And I'm so sorry you can't catch us. Hey, listen, if you let your sissy hold the phone, then you can listen. I hope her eyes are okay. Oh my goodness. Naomi says she's got a few things that she is finishing up. And oh, look at that pretty blanket that's in your little icon. It's got hearts in it. That is really cute, Naomi. That is really cute. It's hard to see. It's hard to see when it's in a little thing, but on my screen I can see it really well. And let's see. Elaine says I'm working on a C2C coffee bean square. Corner to corner coffee bean square. That sounds really interesting, Elaine. I have only done the normal C2C. I have never done a coffee bean square. Now, is the stitch the coffee bean stitch, or is it a C2C that's going to make it look like a coffee bean? That's my question. And let's see. Naomi says she just weaved in the ends on a towel topper, divine hat, and washcloth. Good for you, girl. That's 3 things you completed today. Woo woo! Hey, everything counts. When you weave in those ends, you are finishing that project. That counts. Mm-hmm. And let's see. Tina says, I am on the strap for the pattern in the Crafter's Secret Big Idea yarn. Oh, neat. Neat. You never heard of that stitch? Yes. Yes, we're interested, Elaine. C2C coffee bean stitch. We are really interested in what that means. We are very interested. Catherine wants to know if you can share it too. That'd be really fun. So let's see. All right. So let me take a look at something really quick. Okay, here we go. All right. Are you ready? Oh, it's going to look like a coffee bean Grafkin. Oh, okay. That's good. Hey, Lydia. Good morning to you. All right. So Elaine says that it's going to look like a coffee bean Grafkin. So she said she's working on a square. That's really neat. That's really neat. Good morning, Lydia. It's good to see you. So it sounds like Elaine. I'm just interpreting. It sounds like she's making a coffee bean square, C to C. So then maybe she's going to do like a coffee bean, I mean, a coffee cup square and, maybe a croissant square or a donut square or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, it sounds really interesting. So maybe you're going to make a blanket or an Afghan that is all about the coffee, which would be really nice, right? Okay, let's see. Let us start. Are you ready? Are you ready to start the trivia? I am. I am. Let's get this party started. Let's see. Here we go. All righty. Let's see. Share screen. I have to talk to myself when I'm fixing this. Okay, share screen. Where are we? Oh, okay. Google Chrome not responding. Hold on just a minute, guys, okay? We're going to see if we can get this to work. Here we go. Yay. It is starting to work. Yay. We're just going to have to be very, very patient. And take deep breaths, right? Okay, I can't wait to do this. All right. There we go. Okay. Here we go. Okay. This is Yearning for Yarn Crochet Quiz. It says it will take about 2 minutes, but we're going to go back and forth and let's see. So start quiz. Okay. The first question is, where did crochet first appear? South America, Asia, or Europe? South America, Asia, or Europe? And I am going to go by the consensus on your comments to find out. Oh, oh, Lydia, I did not crochet it. Dorothy crocheted that, and that was the year that her husband was in a nursing home, and so she would go and sit all day with him, and she would crochet. So that kept her busy, and so she would crochet, and she crocheted a different blanket for everyone in the family. And when I say everyone in the family, I mean everyone. She crocheted something for me, for my husband, for my sister-in-law, for her husband, for my mother-in-law, for my father-in-law, for everybody, for everyone in the family. And, not just here's a family blanket. No, it was for every individual. She kept so busy, and she did a different blanket for each time. And then she just boxed them up. She counted, how many people. She put that many blankets in a big box, and she sent it to my mother-in-law's house. My mother-in-law laid them out on the dining room table and just told everybody, pick your favorite blanket, and this one was mine. So I really like it. It has like a filet crochet, almost like a call the midwife type of pattern, but it's like a dragonfly. But anyway, then the different colors, and I just really love it. Really love it. Okay, so let's see. Everybody is saying Europe. Brenda says Europe. Naomi says Europe. Okay, so we're going to choose Europe. And yes, it says the first examples of crochet were discovered in early 19th century Europe. Crochet is the process of creating a patterned fabric from looped yarn, thread, or other materials. And let's scroll to the next question. The question is, which term was used for crochet in the early years? Farmer's sewing, shepherd's knitting, nobleman's needlework. Farmer's sewing, shepherd's knitting, nobleman's needlework. And I'm going to rely on you to tell me the answer. Sorry, guys. I have a little bit of a cold. Remember I said I wasn't going to have a cold, but I came back with a cold. Yeah. All right. Anybody know? Okay. Brenda says nobleman's needlework. Anybody else have a guess? Because I don't know this one. Okay, waiting for some answers. Oh, Naomi says nobleman's needlework too. Okay, we'll wait until we have at least 3 answers and then we'll go. Oh, Elaine says nobleman's needlework too. Okay, that's cool. For some reason, in my mind, I'm going to say shepherd's knitting, but I'm going to choose nobleman's needlework. And I'm probably wrong, so don't ever follow me. Nobleman's needlework is wrong. The answer is shepherd's knitting. Early examples of crochet were known as shepherd's knitting. Now we know. Scroll to next question. True or false? Now, if we don't get this one right, we are just like, true or false? Crochet is most often done with a set of 2 pointed needles. Oh. Yeah, I was guessing too, Brenda. I didn't know, but I just thought, well, shepherd's knitting, even though it said knitting instead of crochet. Yeah. Okay, Brenda says false, which is, the right answer, right? Because we know what 2 knitting needles or 2 pointed needles is for knitting. Okay. Crochet is most often done with a hook. Hand knitting often requires a set of 2 pointed needles, and we knew that. Although a lot of the public, if they haven't already, been into that yarn craft aisle, they don't know. And so you're sitting there crocheting and somebody walks by and says, "That's nice knitting." And you just say, "Thank you." Right? And then you move along. Okay. How many sizes of crochet hooks are there? How many sizes of crochet hooks are there? And, oh, well, that was just a lucky guess, Naomi, on being right on the shepherd thing. Yeah, that was just a lucky guess. And so how many sizes of crochet hooks are there? There are a lot. Yeah. There are a lot. Um, it says 8, 1, or 17. Catherine says 25. Wow. Okay. So yeah, the answers here are 17, 8, or 1. So we know it's not 1 because we know. I mean, we all have more than one size. We all have more than 8. So according to this, logically, we're going to have to choose 17. But I bet there's more than that. Don't you? I don't know. According to the Craft Yarn Council, there are 17 sizes of crochet hooks available. The sizes are designated with a letter or number in the US sizing system or in millimeters in the metric system. And you know what? Personally, I like using the metric system um, because the millimeters, because then you can be more specific on what the size is. An H hook doesn't really tell me a whole lot, although, I do know what letter is my favorite, J. But I don't remember what the millimeter setting is. So, I mean, I think it's 6.0, but I could be wrong. Let's scroll to the next question. Okay. The first published instructions of crochet were printed in the Dutch magazine Penelope. Which year did the article run? 1843, 1833, or 1823? Now, unless you get on Google right now, we're going to be guessing, aren't we? Yes. Yes, we are. Oh my goodness. So let's see what guesses we're making because we're going to have to guess. J, 6 millimeter. Yes. Yes. I think there's more too, Naomi. I really do. So, but 17 was the highest answer. So we had to go with that, right? So 1823 is what Brenda says. Does anybody else have any guesses? Because it is completely, yep. Catherine is guessing 23. Naomi is guessing 1843. And so we have two 23s and one 43. Do we have any other guesses? I'm guessing, yeah, this is totally a guess, unless we get on um, the Google and we Google it and, find out what it is. So, but we're just triviaing here. Oh, so let's see. So, okay, so we have two 1843s, two 1823s. So, I don't even know. Let me see. Do we have just 2 and 2? Okay, let's see. 23, 23, 43, 43. Okay, we have to have a tiebreaker. We have to have a tiebreaker, so somebody make a comment because I can't be the tiebreaker. Which one is it, 23 or 43, or is it 33? So somebody write something so that I can go forward. Oh my goodness. All right. So I didn't get one. So I'm going to go with 1833 because we have 2 and 2. So I'm going to be the tiebreaker. And I was wrong. 1823. You folks were right. The first printed instructions of crochet were published in the Dutch magazine Penelope in 1823. That is pretty amazing. That was 200 years ago. Oh my goodness. 200 years ago. The first printed instructions of crochet. Oh my goodness. I wonder if we can find, it says the article featured 5 purses created by crocheting. I wonder if we could find that article or a copy of it. Maybe somebody has taken a photo and put it out there. That is amazing. 200 years ago. Okay, which queen bought Irish crochet during the potato famine? Was it Queen Victoria, Queen Elizabeth, or Queen Mary? Queen Victoria, Queen Elizabeth, or Queen Mary? Let's see. I know. I wonder what that pattern was. It says 6 purses, Elaine. Wouldn't you like to be able to make like the first pattern that was ever published, or one of the 6 first patterns that was ever published? Wouldn't you like to make that purse? I would love to. I don't know if we could even follow the instructions for it, if the verbiage would be something that we could understand. I don't know. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we have a Queen Mary and a Queen Mary. Okay, so we have 2 guesses. And anybody else? Let's guess on Queen Mary. Here we go. Ready? Queen Mary. Nope, it wasn't Queen Mary. It's Queen Victoria. Queen Victoria showed her support by purchasing Irish crochet lace during the potato famine of the 1840s and 1850s. That was really nice. She purchased Irish crochet during the potato famine. Oh, okay. Next question. Queen Victoria crocheted scarves for veterans of which war? World War One, South African War, War of 1812. Okay, so World War One, South African War, or the War of 1812. Oh my. Our little doggies next door are having fun playing. Okay, so somebody says World War One. Somebody said, okay, Brenda said World War One. Elaine says 1812. Naomi says 1812. Okay, so we're gonna. Tina says 1812. All right. So we've got several 1812. I'm gonna go ahead and hit that. Nope. It was the South African War. See, I didn't know this one. I would have, whichever one I chose, if I got the right one, it would have been totally a fluke. The South African War is also known as the Boer War and was fought from 1899 to 1902. So now we know. Okay. In crochet terminology, what does BCR stand for? Back cross stitch, big crochet stitch, backward crochet sewing. Is it a back cross stitch, big crochet stitch, or backward crochet sewing? So let's see what we say. Dun, da, da, da. Dun, da, da, da. Let's see. And as we're doing this, we're getting all of these ads because I'm on a screen that has all the ads for Pepto-Bismol and Greenwise, Publix. Oh my goodness. Back cross stitch. That's the only one that makes sense, isn't it, Catherine? So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Because, if we had something for big crochet stitch, that one makes me chuckle. Let's try that. Back cross stitch can be used to create eyelets in crochet fabric. Nice. Scroll to the next question. The word crochet comes from the word croche, which is from what language? German, Dutch, or French? I know this one. Do you know this one? Which one is it? German, Dutch, or French? Let me know what you think. Mm. Bum, 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 bum. Yay! So, okay, so we've got two French, Elaine and Brenda, both say French. And let's see if we get one more answer. Answer. You know what? On one of these websites, it's like Braingle, Braingle, I think it is. You can actually create a trivia post. How cool would it be? Naomi is saying Dutch, but then she did a question mark, so she's guessing. And that's okay. I think all of us are guessing. Well, maybe not, but Tina says German. So good. We've got a whole little slew. So we have two French, one Dutch, and one German. Are we ready? So I'm going to choose French because we had two of those. And that is correct. Ding, ding, ding. You were correct. The middle French word crochet, translates to hook in English. I'm not sure if I'm saying the French word correctly, but that's okay. So it means hook in English. Scroll to next question. Which crochet pattern is commonly used by beginners? The German square, the granny square, or the gentleman's square? German, granny, or gentleman? And I actually can't wait for spring to come because then it's going to be nice outside, maybe not too hot in the sun. Actually, kind of feels like spring right now. Um, and with our wind that we're going to get this afternoon, I think it's coming in like a lion. Maybe it'll go out like a lamb. Okay, so we have three granny squares, and I think we are going to be correct. Brenda, Tina, Elaine all say granny square. Dun, da, 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 correct. Yay. The granny square is a pattern commonly used by crochet beginners. Scroll to next question. Oh, wow. Yarn weight is separated into how many categories? See, and I don't even think this is right, but well, maybe it is. Huh. Okay. Is it 8, 7, or 6? 8, 7, or 6? I think I'm like overthinking it in my head. Yarn weight is separated into how many categories? Give me your guess. Brenda says 8. Anybody else have a guess? Elaine says 6. Anybody else have a guess? I kind of remember this one from playing it and playing the trivia game a while ago, and I was wrong. I do remember that. I don't remember what my answer was or what the correct answer was, but I do remember that I was wrong. So we have an 8 and we have a 6. Anybody else want to throw a guess out? Just throw a guess out. Okay, Tina says 6. Okay, so we have Elaine with 6, Naomi with 7, Tina with 6, and Brenda with 8. Nikki with 8. All right, we're getting some more people in. So we have 2 8s, 2 6s, and 1 7. Anybody else? All right. Let's go over and let's see. Just for the heck of it, I'm going to choose 8. I don't know. 8. Okay, currently yarn is separated into 8 weight categories. The categories are noted by number, symbol, 0, which is lace, through 7, which is called jumbo. See, that is what happened to me. I didn't realize that there was a 0 weight yarn at that time. That's what happened. So I'm like, no, I know there's a 1 weight yarn and a 2 and all the way up to 7. So I chose 7 last time. Little did I know. So that's interesting. All right. So good guesses, everybody. I'm loving your guesses because listen, that's what I am doing. Okay, yarn is often sold in an oblong shape. What is this bundle of yarn called? SEINE, SKEIN, or STEIN? What is this bundle of yarn called? Let's get your guesses. Right, Nikki. She said, yeah, I was thinking there was a super 7 and a 0. Yes. Okay, Brenda says SKIEN. Good. Anybody else? Skein, SKEIN. Yep, I can't even talk. So let's do that because I think we probably know. That is what it is. It's a skein. A yarn is sold in a formed bundle called a skein. The shape of the skein prevents the yarn from becoming knotted or tangled, which we know is not always true because we get yarn barf all the time, right? But good try anyway, right? Okay, which common crochet stitch is abbreviated SC? Stitch cross, simple cross, or single crochet? SC. So we have stitch cross, simple cross, single crochet. I know, right? Spell check. All right, Brenda says single crochet. Tina says single crochet. Yay! All right. And that is probably one of the first stitches that a crocheter learns because, after you learn how to do the chain, you're learning how to do the single crochet, then the double crochet. And so I think we know what that one is. Oh, yeah. Single crochet is the stitch denoted by the abbreviation SC. Scroll next question. I don't know how many questions we have, but it's fun. Which of the following is not a component of a crochet hook? Eye, shaft, groove. Eye, shaft, or groove, which is not a component of a crochet hook. Ready for your answers. Eye, shaft, or groove. Okay, Brenda says eye. Any other guesses out there? Eye, shaft, or groove? Groovy. It's so groovy. Okay, Catherine says groove, and Tina says eye. Elaine says shaft. So we've got all of them. Cool. Let's see, we have 2 eyes. So I'm going to choose eye since we have more of those. And let's see where we are. Okay. I was correct. It is not a component of a crochet hook. A crochet hook is made up of 4 zones or components: the handle, the shaft, the point, and groove. A crochet hook does not have an eye. Alrighty, next question. What is the crochet abbreviation for chain or chain stitch? Is it CHA, CH, or CN? CHA, CH or CN? Okay, so we have Brenda says CH, Tina says CH, Elaine says CH. I think we have a consensus here. The crochet abbreviation for chain is CH. The chain stitch is a common component of many more complicated crochet stitches. And it is. Yeah. Cool. Let's keep guessing. Oh, this is a fun one. Let's see if we can get this one right. What is the category name for yarn weight 5? Medium, bulky, or super bulky? Medium, bulky, or super bulky? Oh, Naomi got that CH correct also. Brenda says bulky. Tina says bulky. Elaine says bulky. Anybody else? We have 3 bulkies. Dun, 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 dun. Naomi says bulky. Oh, we have got a consensus. Okay. Bulky. Okay, the category name for yarn weight 5 is bulky. Next question. Uh-oh, getting hung up a little bit. Here we go. True or false? Wire can be used to crochet. True or false? Wire can be used to crochet. True or false? Okay, Brenda says true. Awanda says true. All right. Have you tried crocheting with wire thread? Elaine says true. So let's go off here and see. True. Okay, true. Wire can be used as a unique alternative to yarn or crochet thread. In addition to wire, people have crocheted with strips of fabric or even plastic bags. So I'm really curious to know if you have tried to crochet with wire. I tried to crochet with a wire, and it was really interesting. It was a really thin, flexible wire, so it did give me the chains and everything. I probably should have tried to crochet something like a teardrop shape or something like that for an earring or a necklace. But I found that it was hard on my hands too. So that was my issue. Okay, scroll to next question. Which crochet hook creates stitches that resemble rows of knitting? Okay, is it an Afghan hook? Is it a sweater hook? Or is it a knitting hook? Afghan hook, sweater hook, or knitting hook? It creates stitches that resemble knitting. Tina says she's never heard of such a thing, of crocheting with wire. And yeah, I had never heard of that. Yeah. Well, what you're doing is using a regular crochet hook, and you're using a really thin wire, and you're crocheting the wire. So you're getting like a little chain with the wire itself. And the one that I had, it was like a really thin, like gold looking wire. Okay, crochet jewelry, yeah. Okay, so knitting hook is Brenda's answer. Afghan hook. Catherine says a knitting hook. Anybody else? Anybody else? Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, Tina. It is interesting, right? And so they use the wire and they crochet the wire into jewelry, rings, earrings, different things like that. Okay, Tina says a knitting hook. Okay, so we have 3 knitting hooks and we have 1 Afghan hook. 1, 2. Okay, Naomi says Afghan hook. So we have 1, 2, 3 knitting hooks and 2 Afghan hooks. Anybody else want to throw your answer in? Um, what crochet hook creates stitches that resemble um, rows of knitting? And the answers are, okay, Catherine thinks it's an Afghan hook. Afghan hook, sweater hook, or knitting hook. Okay, so we have Afghan, 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 and knitting, knitting. Okay, so we have Catherine changed her mind, which is allowed, right? Because we're creative people. We get to change our mind. So we're going to do Afghan hook, and that is correct. The Afghan hook is used to create stitches that resemble knitting. The crocheting is called Afghan or Tunisian crochet. So see, that was a tricky question because in North America, we use a Tunisian hook. We call it Tunisian crochet, but it's also called Afghan crochet or Afghan hook. So that was a tricky one. If it had said Tunisian, we would have been like all over it, right? So anyway, tricky, tricky, tricky. So has anybody ever done Tunisian crochet? It's using a really, really long hook so that you can put all of your stitches on the hook as you crochet, and then you just crochet off, and you get that um, knitting look. I could not do it because the hook was obviously smaller, not ergonomic for my old arthritic hands, and so I found it difficult to use. Okay, scroll to next question. Come on. Okay, what does the crochet abbreviation SLST mean? Slip stop, slide stitch, or slip stitch? Slip stop, slide stitch, or slip stitch? Say those 3 times real fast. Okay. Brenda says slip stitch. Right, Catherine. I agree. I don't like how it curls up either. So that plus the hook itself, I was like, because I was all about learning it. I was like, oh, this is going to be great. Let's learn this Tunisian crochet deal. Not happy with it. Okay, so we have Elaine, slip stitch. Tina says slip stitch. Awanda says slip stitch. Naomi says slip stitch. Sounds like a consensus. Woo woo. All right, let's see. Oh, where did I go? Here we go. All right, slip stitch. It is. Woohoo! The crochet abbreviation SLST stands for slip stitch. A slip stitch is often used to join 2 crochet pieces together. Yeah, because it's nice and tight, isn't it? Yeah. All right, next question. How long? Oh, this is fun. And this is going to be a total guess for me anyway. How long is the longest crochet chain in the world? Oh my goodness. So the first one gives you a kilometer estimate. Okay. So you can just like double it each time. 20 miles or 32 kilometers. That is a long chain. 40 miles or 80 miles. Oh my gosh. What do you think? What do you think? Oh my goodness, it says unresponsive. Okay, so we're going to wait. But what do you think? 20 miles, 40 miles, or 80 miles? Oh, you don't like the slip stitch either? Yeah, slip stitch is a really tight stitch. Um, that's funny. You're cute. Oh, Tina says for giggles, 80, right? Brenda says 80. Elaine says 40. Awanda says 80. Catherine says, just guessing, but I think 40. This is whatever it is. Oh, Naomi is 80. Go big or go home, right? So we have more 80s and we have a couple 40s also. Because, right, 80 is a long way. Oh my goodness, let's try. It was right. Oh my gosh. According to the longest is 87 miles long. The chain was created by Anne Vanier Dressel of France in 2008. Does that just like make you want to like challenge that? Oh my gosh. And did she stretch it out or did she just lay it naturally? I want to know that too, right? I wanted details. We might have to go over to Guinness World Record. Oh my gosh. Okay, scroll to next question. What is the weight symbol for yarn? Two, three, or four? This is fun. I like doing this. Okay, so what do you think? Fine, is it two, three, or four? Right? Okay. So we've got some answers. Catherine says, I can picture a lot. There we go. I keep thinking that we're getting to oh my goodness. Okay. And we have two twos and one three. Let's choose two. Okay, two. Fine yarn has a weight symbol of 2. Scroll to next question. True or false? Worsted weight yarn is very lightweight yarn. True or false? Worsted weight yarn is very lightweight yarn. True or false? Yeah, I was wondering. Hey, Tina. Hey, Patty Barker. Okay, how is it now? Is it better? I hope it's better. Okay. Um, Brenda says false. Patty says false. And Tina says false. So, all right. Let's. Worsted weight yarn is in the medium weight yarn category. Worsted weight yarn has the weight symbol of 4 on the package. Next question. All right. How are we doing? What is the crochet abbreviation for the term yarn over? Is it YNO? Is it YO or YOV? YNO, YO, or YOV for yarn over? Ooh, the wind is starting. We are getting a lot of wind right now. Wow. I think that's probably part of my problem. Okay. Ooh, it's a consensus. YO is yarn over. Good job. Yeah. Let's see. YO. Yarn over creates space or an opening in a piece of crochet work. Scroll to next question. I don't know how long this is, but I think we're near the end. Okay, the world's fastest crocheter made 5,113 stitches in how many minutes? 30 minutes? 60 minutes? 90 minutes? Oh my goodness. That's crazy. 5,113 stitches. 30 minutes or 90 minutes? Oh my goodness. Brenda says 60. That's a lot of stitches, isn't it? I mean, wow. That is a lot. That's like making a whole sweater or the whole front of a sweater, right? I don't know. Or a whole sweater, maybe. A whole Afghan. I don't know. What do I know? Oh my goodness. Patty Barker says 30. And then as I'm thinking of that, I'm thinking my poor hands are going to be. Okay, Tina says she's going to follow Brenda. And Catherine says if she or he was the fastest, it might be 30. Right? I don't know. Or is it trying to trick us? I don't know. So let's try it, okay? So I've got 3. Okay. I know I'm breaking up, so this will be the last question, okay? Um, I was really wanting to get to the end, but I think this crazy wind is messing with the system right now. So let's try. Oh, I forgot which one. Let's see. I think we have more. Do we have more 30s? Okay. 30 minutes. Oh my gosh. According to the Guinness Records, World Records, Lisa Gentry. I'm going to wait. I think I'm going in and out. Crochet 5,113 stitches in just 30 minutes. That's it. Okay, I'm back really quick. So we're going to end this. I'm going to end it right now because, first of all, we're at the 1 hour mark, but also because I think this wind is like really messing with our connection. And I know that I'm scrolling and spinning. So I know, Tina, that is crazy, right? I am going to have to time. I know that I don't crochet that fast. Wow. Oh my gosh. Let's see, 72. 72. I do a row of my mom's sweater, maybe in a minute. I don't know. And that's like 72 stitches. So, okay. So we're going to say goodbye. Have a great weekend. And oh, you're welcome, Tina. I think this was a lot of fun. I love doing this. I wish I had a better connection. I am shopping for a new computer, so hopefully that will help ease the strain of this live streams. But in the meantime, stay safe, be kind, and get hooking. And much love to everybody. And have a great weekend. See you on Monday.